Great Monday morning, Bulldogs. Here are your Monday morning announcements for April 6th, 2020. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence. Thank you, Bulldogs. Your quote for the week is from Oprah Winfrey. The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance. And then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on even greater meaning. Bulldogs, last week was a monumental week for our school and for our school district. I was so happy and impressed by the effort everybody put in, our students, our parents. Huge shout out to our teachers for coming together and working so hard to pull off what I think was just an amazing success for our first week of school-wide virtual learning. Our big goal last week was to get as many students as possible online and engaged, and I think in almost all aspects we accomplished that. But it's a new week. This week we moved from engagement back to a focus on content and instruction. And as we progress through this journey, we're going to focus and get back even more on that learning and that rigorous academic instruction that you've come to expect from all of us. So I want to encourage all of you to have big goals for yourself as you go through this and just in life, but always, as Oprah says, never forget to celebrate those small steps and little victories along the way, because they're important. And I think you guys are doing a great job with that. We're going to give a shout out to all of our birthdays for this week and for last week. We didn't have a video announcement. Really wish we could celebrate at school with all of you guys, but since we can't, I hope you all have great birthdays. Alayla, Julian, Serena, Shania, Janie, Avery, Kenneth, Kylie, Xander, Katya, Macy, Kendall, Daryasia, Lauren, Ezekiel, Trey D, Dorian, Kimani, Ashlyn, Marissa, Trenton, Braylon, Leland, Gabrielle, and then we got some staff members with birthdays as well. Miss Manusi, happy birthday. Miss Reining, happy birthday. And Coach Highland, you got a birthday coming up. Happy birthday to all you guys. I hope you have a great birthday experience. Your announcements for this week. Sixth graders, we're still going to keep going with our swag awards. Those are coming on Thursday evening, swag awards for sixth grade. We're going to start up something new. Our very own Miss Stanfield and Miss Burball are going to go live with some STEM lessons. That is starting Thursday at 3 o'clock. All sixth graders are invited, although I'm pretty sure Miss Stanfield and Burball, knowing how much they love spreading STEM to all students, they wouldn't be offended if some 7th and 8th graders or parents wanted to join as well. I can't wait to check that out. 7th grade, be sure to continue checking your house group on Schoology for information, also in the Bulldog Bulletin newsletter. And civic students, keep working on those weekly citizenship and community service challenges. We had a picture of our very own Brent Bell delivering some letters to people on the front lines fighting coronavirus. Want to hear more about what you 7th grade civic students are doing with your citizenship and community service. Big shout out to Miss Kypris and Miss Bell for doing that. All students, from your ELA teachers, your English teachers, don't forget to read at least 30 minutes each night. Go ahead and read an hour if you want to. It can only improve, and sometimes a good book is the perfect thing to take your mind off everything else going on in the world right now. We're going to keep going with our family and student fun nights this week. Just want to talk to you about the schedule. I have really had a blast. I had a great time doing Pictionary last week. I had a great time doing trivia with Mr. Moretta. It's so fun to interact with our fellow teachers and students. Hope to get even more people involved. Monday night, April 6th, we have Humdinger at 7 p.m. We're going to keep going with trivia. Trivia on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Go ahead and send any questions you want added to trivia to Mr. Moretta. And every night, every Friday night is family movie night. And we're giving out free popcorn in the bus loop from 11 to 1 o'clock on Fridays. So you can sit down, pop some popcorn, and watch a movie as a family and kind of unplug every Friday night. The last announcement, now more than ever, we want to make sure that all of you students and parents, you're communicating your needs. We know we've embarked on a brand new journey. We know that there's going to be hiccups along the way. We know that you guys are going to have questions. So please just communicate, send me a personal email. More importantly, send your needs to your teachers if you have any questions. We're here to help you. We want to support you as we're in this new time. So please just keep the communication going. A note on character counts. Even though we don't see you guys all every day, character still counts. It's still one of the most important cores of everything we do at Murray Middle School. And I have been just so impressed with the participation and the character all of you students have shown last week. But just a reminder, please follow all of our values of character when you are online with your digital etiquette. That includes what you do in the group chats as you're in those live conferences. Keep the group chats for questions only. Careful with those side conversations. The group chats, you're only in them oftentimes for 1 or 2 hours a week for each subject area. So you want to really maximize that time you have with your teachers. So the side conversations you're having with students, or if you're wanting to talk about something off topic, do that after the lesson. Save the group chat for those questions. And just a reminder, like we said all the time when we had you guys in school, students, when you go online, there's a record of everything. It's all recorded. So again, great job by everybody, but just a reminder, keep your character high when you are online. The Top Dog Award is still going on as well. For those of you guys that don't know, our Top Dog Award, that goes to our students. It is handpicked by our teachers, our students that have the perfect combination of character and academics. We have a prize patrol that goes out to their house. We had to have a little bit smaller prize patrol due to social distancing this month, but we were still able to get out and stay over 6 feet, really over 10 feet from students as we gave out those awards. But I had a great time on Friday, actually it was on Thursday, doing our Top Dog Prize Patrol. Big shout out to our most recent Top Dog winners, Braylon James, Jaden Johnson, Elisa Bernthal, Mina Bernthal, the first sibling combination to win the Top Dog Award in the same month. Maya Davis and Madison Fleming, congratulations on being such great representatives of Murray Middle School, for being such great Bulldogs. We're proud of you. And just as a heads up, we have a few more Top Dog winners we didn't get to last week, so we might be coming to your house this coming week. We got a few more signs to put in yards. And we streamed all of that live on Instagram as well. So follow us on Instagram at RJMMS Bulldogs if you want to see some of those opportunities. Not sure how many of you Bulldogs knew, but April is National Poetry Month. So I wanted to take this moment to share one of my favorite poems. The poem is Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Invictus, another word for that is unconquered. Mr. Henley, he wrote this poem, and it's I think it's even more important right now during what we're going through. He was suffering from tuberculosis, and for those of you guys that don't know, tuberculosis is another airborne illness that can cause death. He wrote this in the 1800s when tuberculosis was just ravaging people. He wrote the poem Invictus. Nelson Mandela used to read this poem when he was falsely imprisoned for so many years in South Africa. Nelson Mandela is one of my personal idols, which helps make this poem so important to me. So this is the poem Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Students, since April is National Poetry Month, I challenge you all, find us on our social media accounts on Twitter and Instagram. It's the same phrase, at RJMMS Bulldogs. Go ahead and send us your favorite poems, or maybe send us an original poem. You can also email me, email your English teacher, and maybe I'll read one of your poems during one of our next video announcements. Last week, more than any, we really espoused our motto of one team, no limits. I'm so proud of all of our teachers, all of our staff, our students, our parents, and our community for coming together. Students, just a reminder, like we always ended our morning announcements, build each other up. Don't tear each other down. Do something nice for somebody else today, whether it's a nice comment or a nice action. Make good choices, Bulldogs. And as always, have a great week. One team, no limits.